Morning. Don't forget to like and follow and ring the bell. Well, this is just an update, and as promised, the body transformation blueprint today. Just a quick review. I want to let you know what's been going on with the transformation. It's not good news. I got COVID again, and that put me down for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, and then I had to finish up my season, and so I basically have been out for a month now. So I started working on it, and I haven't started tracking my food again, but I will. And then I did register my programs, and we'll look at that a little bit, and that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're going to be, once again, as promised, we're going to be doing a review of the body transformation blueprint, right after we do the update. Okay, so here we're going to look at, first off, the things. Of course, this is the Renfo readout, and so hey, by the way, you can, that's the scale. I reviewed it. I think I mispronounced it last time as Renfro, but it's Renfo. But here's where we're at. I'm up to 261. Body fat up to 39.8%. Right? So this is not good right here. Let's look at my Fitbit activity through the last yesterday. See, I like 5,000 there, only 1,000 on Sunday. I mean, it's been bad. Okay, here, that must have been the last day that I worked on June 3rd. So while I was working, I was still doing 10,000 steps, but not working. You can see where it's at. It's not going good. And here's the thing that I'm really worried about right here. My resting pulse tapping 70 again. That means my blood pressure is spiking. So we gonna have to go back to work on this stuff. All right. So that's really all to report there. I haven't been tracking my food lately because I was sick, and so I went off my diet and I didn't track. But I'll get back to it. Excuses. Let's look at a couple of these other things. Let's go to BodySpace. So here we can see it right here. Here's my weight, right? This was keto. Then when I got injured, went back up. I started the diet I'm on now, Optavia, and then so down. And then I had a small spike right here. I don't know what that was. I think that was, I have no idea. And then I started losing again. And now I'm back up. Right? From while I've been sick with COVID, I back up. Total body fat history, same deal, right? It's amazing how close to the weight history the body fat is. Check that out. Isn't that strange? Lean body mass, it's close. And we can see that here also if we look at the measurements inside of what's going on. There's my weight. Chest still registering is going down. That's good. Left arms just holding steady. Waist says it went, it's not too bad. I didn't lose a lot. I must have lost just nothing but muscle mass. Hips went back up. That's my rear. Thigh measurements back up. So how you stream like that is, I'm using Visor, so you can just stream with Visor, and that'll be that. Body transformation. All right, so the body transformation blueprint. So you can purchase it here at Pro Health Buy or some other sites. This is about what I paid for it, $77. And we're just going to review it. I've heard lots of good things about it, and I've been reading about it, and we're going to check it out. All right, so let's look at it real quick. So what you get in the body transformation blueprint, you don't actually get the hard copy, right? You get this, access to this, right? And it comes with all these books in this private member download area. And you have to have Adobe Reader to use it. And you get this here quick start guide, and it just opens up like this, right? It's pretty good. If you're a male who is currently in excess of 12 to 14% body fat, or female in excess of 19 to 21, it says you'll need to begin your program with a cutting phase. And then when you sufficiently lose enough weight, then you will use the building phase. So the program works on the phase, the old style phase, right? It's either you're in your cutting phase, building phase, okay? I thought this was very cool right here. Right, it gives you pictures of what a body looks like with body fat. I'm 38%, and that's pretty accurate right there. That's about what my body looks like, or 39%. And how you can lose weight, 6 to 8% considered unhealthy. This is where you'll be most of the time, they say right here, 12 to 14. And then for women, this is what it looks like. I thought this was pretty cool. It shows what somebody at 13 to 15%, a woman at 13 to 15%, 16 to 18. This is where they say is a healthy place, 19 to 21. There's no set time frame. Now, how this works, they say there's no set time frame to how this works. It's not a 2-week thing. They really try to push a lifestyle change, right? That's the whole idea, is they're in it for the long game. They say it's what you do is you're on the cutting phase until you get down to 12 to 14%. Then you go on the bulking phase and raise it back up to 25% or so. And then you go on the cutting phase again. And then you bulking phase, and it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That says that calorie intake is the most important thing in this. It's basically counting calories. You're really looking at calories for your nutrition. They say they want you to be 300 to 500 calories short in your deficit, right? You have to figure out your maintenance, what your base information is for figuring out your base metabolism, right? So you figure out your base metabolism, and then you cut it, what your requirement is, and then you cut that by 500 calories. And that is how they say you lose weight. They go further on. They say 25% of your calories should be from fat, and protein, you should have 1 gram of protein per pound that you are. And that's pretty cool too. And it talks about cycling and stuff. Proper post-workout nutrition should consist of basic pairing of proteins and carbohydrates, it says 1 to 2.5 hours from the time you work out. This is all pretty common knowledge here, but it's pretty cool to have it all together like this from an expert. It's not necessary that you should be perfectly clean, have a perfectly clean diet 24 hours a day. He says it's a fallacy, you're in the long game. And they also say it doesn't matter when you eat your calories, as long as you are staying in a calorie deficit. Now, there's a lot of other places that will tell you that you need to eat 2 hours, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Matter of fact, Optavia, the program of mine on there, it's every 2 hours. The idea is to keep your metabolism up and burning. But according to this guy, according to the blueprint, that sells your mind out to the quick fix, and that you shouldn't do that. You should just change your whole lifestyle and your diet and include these things, because it's like a 3-year plan to really do the transformation properly. In weight training, they're talking about progressive overload, right? So progressive overload, that means that you can't be lifting the same weights all the time. You should be increasing your weight the more you work out, right? If you're not increasing weight, and you're staying at the same weight level every time you work out, then you're not going to get it done, right? You have to be able to, the first week, 25 pound curls, Then the next week's 27-pound curls. The week after that's 30-pound curls, and you progressively are lifting up. They say that you should have every at least 2 to 4 weeks for a beginner. You should be increasing by 5 to 10 pounds until you reach your maxes, and then it comes down. According to these guys, this triggers the body's natural response by having increased intensity, and over time stimulates further and further gains. And so this intro book is pretty good. It talks about cardio, the benefits of cardio. Now, cardio for me is important because one of the biggest things that I need to do is bring down my resting pulse and my blood pressure and everything. And diet alone won't do that until I lose the weight. So HIIT, right? It says use HIIT as much as you can, or low intensity cardio for 40 to 45 minutes per session, and HIIT cardio for 5 to 20 minutes, right, when you're doing cardio. So they want you to mix it up and do low intensity and then do a HIIT, high intensity cardio. Supplementation, they're talking about protein powders. They say you should be taking protein powders, multivitamins, fish oil, or some kind of thing that has omega-3 fatty acids. Fish oil is one of the best you get. Creatine, they tell you need to be taking creatine. You should take a pre-workout, it says. It doesn't say anything about post-workouts, although there's a lot of post-workout shakes and stuff that I would recommend, but these guys don't say anything about post-workout. And then they hit hard about tracking. Now, we know that tracking is very important. Counting calories, tracking your macros, you can't really do it without tracking, right? I know lots of people that don't want to do the tracking, and they say it's a pain, they don't believe in it, but I'm telling you, tracking is important because that's how you get your successes. You get to see your increases, you get to see your weight losses, and that's a motivation. And that's the hardest thing about keeping to a clean life and a body transformation is the motivation. It's hard to stay motivated. And so, and that's the introduction. Now, the main book, let's look at that just for a second. The main book, it's basically the same thing as the introduction, but it's much deeper, right? It really goes through a lot of stuff. It talks about recomposing your body, and they say that if you are 38 like me, really heavy, or not really heavy, but have a lot of body fat, then you have a good chance that you can recompose your body. But if you don't, if you're not, then it's going to be really hard to recompose your body. And also they say that they also say age takes a part of it. So here they're talking about bulking, cutting, and how to transition. Realistic muscle growth rate. They're saying that you can expect. There's a thing right here. 50% of genetic potential in your first year, 75 in your second, and in your third year, you're going to be at 90% of what your body genetically can grow from muscles. See, they are talking the long game here. They're talking years. And it says after 4 or 5 years of training and beyond, you might be right up near to your natural limit. 4 or 5 years. So they are definitely talking a lifestyle change. Realistic fat loss rate. They say that when you first start out, you might lose 3 or 4 pounds a week, but healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now that is conservative, right? Wow. But hey, that's good. Be on the safe side, right? Okay, talking about nutrition, we already talked about that. It goes in really carbs in, carbs out, tracking carbs, your calculator, right, to find out your basal metabolic rate. Now, we use our tracking devices to do that. I use Renfo and other means, but you can do it by hand if you wanted to, right? They have 3 different formulas right there that you can do it, and so that's pretty good, right? It talks about proteins, carbohydrates, the use of them, uses, where to get them from, water intake. We all know that water intake is very important. They talk about it. You have to burn calories. You have to have water, evidently. And treat foods. They're saying, now this is something that's different than most places. They say do not cut out treat foods. They said the big picture. Look at the big picture, right? If you mess up one day and over calorie, then just start over the next day and keep going, right? That if you cut out everything that you like and everything, you're never going to succeed at it. Alcohol, that's not a problem for me. I wouldn't be taking any alcohol anyway. Shakes and everything, I use a lot of that stuff anyway. So that's the main book. We're not going to go through the whole thing because there's a lot of pages here, right? I'm not even close to the end. Course correction, that's pretty good, right there. Course correction. They sit here and explain to you how when you mess up to get back on track and what you need to do to get back on track. Consistency tips, and we all know that consistency is king in this stuff, right? If you can be consistent, you're gonna make it. And they got a bunch of meal plans and everything. Weight training, they have full overload and plans in here, and this is what I thought was really good, right? Oh, this is something that I wanted to show you. They go through the muscles, the range of motion for every muscle, and how to work it out, right? Every part of this is really informative, high-end information right here. They are telling you all the muscle parts, how look at even the skeletal structure, and showing you the range of motion for that stuff and how to work it out. Each one at a time, right? Biceps, the range of motion for your bicep, lateral head, long head. They're breaking it down, into each part, and they are going through your whole body like that, showing you how to work it, how to be safe, how to stop yourself from being injured, which is very important, especially when you get older like me. And boy, that is gold right there. Every part of your body they cover. That really impressed me when I got to that point, and I thought that was pretty cool. Going through how important rest is, and then they cover a whole thing on the pros and cons of cardio. Right? Nowadays, we see a lot of people saying that cardio is not good for you, that it makes estrogen in the man's body and everything. But I'll tell you what, that's not been my experience. I mean, the benefits outweigh the losses when it comes to cardio. Getting your lungs and your heart working from cardio is a major benefit for high blood pressure and for weight loss and everything. So I would say not to cut out cardio all the way, and they would say that too. But they also point out that one of the best ways to lose weight is to build muscle, and that means weight training. That's the main book. But I do want to look at this here, the workout system that they have. This is pretty impressive. They have training routines for every single thing. Now, what they say though is that if in your beginner, that you should be using a full. See, look at phase 1, full body workout 3 times a week. That's what they want me to do, right? Once you are in phase 2 and you've lost a little bit of weight and stuff, you can go into a upper lower routine, and then a leg push pull split after that. So what they're saying is they want a full body workout is like phase 1. Phase 1, ideally, just getting started in the gym. It says like a circuit training, right? They're talking about like circuit training, or P90X would be full body workout. Any of that stuff, that's full body workout. And they're not really telling you to hit the weights heavy when you start. They're telling you need to warm up, and before you start, boy, I just pulled a leg muscle when I was at work, and I found out my first time I ever pulled a quad muscle. And so here we go, 3 sets. When they got the whole workout thing, how many reps, the whole thing right here. Workout B, full body, upper and lower routine. Now they switch it. They got the whole thing worked out, all scheduled for you, and that is pretty cool. Push pull, That is awesome. The last thing I wanted to show you, well, they have meal plans here. They have the bulking plan, the cutting plan, sheets, and then they have right here the supplement guide. You can all types of supplement guide, and then down here they have cookbooks and recipes and smoothies and stuff, macro friendly recipes and all that. So here this is another thing that I wanted to show you. This is the workout exercise database, and the bummer thing about this is that it's only available online. There's no way to download it into your phone and do the app. I mean, you could download this part, but let's look at traps. Okay, so here's the back exercises. This is powerful, right here though. It shows you, okay, so overhand pull up. Okay, let's look at the lats. Overhand pull up. Well, what is an overhand pull up? Guess what? They got the video of it. Right? So they got the video, they got an explanation, your tips and everything, and they have that for every single one. Right? Every single one. Okay. So that's it. That's the body transformation blueprint. You can check it out at senol.com, and it's about $77. Would I recommend it? For the price, it's pretty good. It takes time. It's not video based, other than teaching you how to do that stuff. It's really good to have the standard knowledge like that, right? I mean, that is the basic of knowing how to work out and do a transformation. It's centered on a body transformation. $77. I've seen things that were cost a lot more than that. And so I think, yeah, it could be worth it. I would be happier, of course, if you actually got the DVDs and or an app on your phone that you could readily access everything, and then really paperback books instead of PDF. The best you can do is print them up. But hey, all right. So that is the full thing that I said. Don't forget to like and follow and ring the bell and help me out on this journey. I plan on starting up my workout. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this my first week off from work. I think I'll take the whole week, right? And then starting Monday, I might start working out or doing the running. Then starting Monday, I will begin my whole thing. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to show you. What is my workout plan? Let's see here if I can go here. Oh, that's not it. Okay, so this is what we got. I scheduled it already, but basically this is what I'm going to be kicking into, right? Basically, this is it. It's P90X once a day, 6 days a week. I got a 5-mile course that I'll be jogging and walking in the mornings. So that's 2 workouts. And then in the afternoon, the plan is to do, it says BodySpace, but basically it's just weight training. Whatever weight training that I feel like doing. Not too hard, right? I'm not looking to injure myself, but I'm just looking to hit it. And then first day, I don't know why this is off center. When it's on my phone, it's correct. But when it's on this thing, I wish they had fixed this. You could do this too. All you have to do, it's under Jeff's P90S Beachbody Hybrid. It lists it all. And if you look at the workouts for today, see if it'll let us go there. It shows you the workout, right? Chest and back for P90X, ab ripper X for P90X. Body Beast is chest and tries, and it's the build, right? So if you look under the programs, you can find them and add them. This is a great tool, BodySpace. One of my favorite tools because it tracks you. And whenever you update, everybody always gives you thumbs up and stuff for your progress photos and everything. So that's pretty cool. All right. So we're looking at starting Monday, and I'll probably start doing some running before then. And that's about it. Thanks for joining us on the review of the Body Transformation Blueprint. Catch you later.